The best part about this movie was getting to look at Michael Ealy for the last hour and a half because, Lord, that man is fine. So The Intruder is a film that stars Michael Ealy, who plays Scott Howard, Megan Good, who plays Annie Howard, his wife, and Dennis Quaid, who plays Charlie Peck. And the story centers around a pretty wealthy couple, one percenters, Michael Ealy and Megan Good's characters. And so Scott just recently got a promotion at his advertising job. And so with that, they decided to leave the city life of San Francisco and move out into the country of Napa Valley. And that's when they run into Dennis Quaid's character, Charlie Peck, who is selling his rather large house for $3.2 million. And I was just sitting in the theater like, God damn, it must be nice to have money. I wish I could afford a $3.2 million house and not even flinch. And of course, as you can gather from the title and if you've seen the trailers, once Charlie sells his house, he can't seem to let the house go. He starts showing up randomly and cuts their grass. And also when he shows up and finds out that they're doing decorations in the house or they're adding things to the house like security cameras, he starts freaking out because, again, he can't let the house go. And through that, he starts spying on the Howards, and while spying on the Howards, he starts to become as obsessed with Megan Good's character as he is with the house. And when I first saw the trailer to this movie, I gotta say I perked up a little bit because this is a home invasion type suspense movie with two black leads, and that's something you don't really get to see that often in Hollywood. That's something that Jordan Peele talked about when he was promoting Us. And also, it's a movie starring two actors that I'm a fan of, Michael Ealy and Megan Good. And I honestly think Michael Ealy is pretty underrated as an actor. Like, when I still think about it to this day, I'm still a little upset that Fox canceled the sci-fi show that he starred in with Keith Urban called Almost Human. That show I thought was really good, and I thought Michael Ealy did a damn good job playing an android trying to fit into this human society. And in addition to that, you got Megan Good, who's been trying to break out for a while from constantly playing the hot wife or hot girlfriend. She's been trying to do other things. And so when she ended up on another Fox show, Minority Report, granted it wasn't as good as Almost Human, but I thought it was pretty decent. And I thought she did a good job playing the lead in that role. But again, that got canceled as well before it really got to find its footing. Which turns out the moral of the story is, if you have a sci-fi show that has potential, don't send it to Fox. Hashtag Firefly. I say all that to say, like, I wanted this movie to be good. And I will say that Dennis Quaid's Charlie Peck, like, every time Charlie was on screen, it just made the movie all that better. Like, you could tell that Dennis Quaid was having a blast playing this role. The problem with this movie are the leads, and not from an acting standpoint, but mostly because of character motivations and decisions. More specifically when it comes to Annie Howard's character. Like, in order for this movie to work, you have to buy the fact that Annie, for whatever reason, keeps naively allowing Charlie to continue to show up at the house. And this might be very, very slight spoilers for the movie, but you can pretty much piece this together, and they kind of show it to you in the trailer. But just a little warning in case you do plan on seeing this movie. There are several moments in this movie where Charlie is randomly somehow inside the house. And of course, Annie sees him and she's scared for a hot second, and she startled at first because, again, he's coming over unannounced. But after she gets over her initial shock, she's like, oh yeah, you can stay, you can come over. And they tell you throughout the movie that she's doing it because it's like she feels sorry for him. But I'm just like, and I don't want to generalize, but black people, specifically black women, are not having strangers up in the house. And especially considering the fact that they're showing up unannounced and they're going to be cool with it. It's like, no, that's not happening. Especially when she's constantly warned and told to watch out for this guy, and also questioned about, don't you think it's weird that he keeps showing up even though he sold the house to us, by Michael Ealy's character and Michael Ealy's best friend, who's played by Joseph Sikora. I hope I said that right. And there's just a lot of dumb decisions that she keeps making throughout the movie until you get to the end that she realizes, oh my god, he's actually crazy. Also, considering this movie's almost 2 hours, I think it's like an hour 45, there's a lot of unnecessary forced drama to pad out time between Scott and Annie, and it ultimately goes nowhere. So it just makes me wonder, like, what was the point of all of that, since that storyline didn't really resolve itself? Oh, I know why. It's to pad out time to make this movie an hour and 45 minutes. At the end of the day, I didn't hate this movie, but I had the choice of either seeing Long Shot or The Intruder, and I can't help but wonder and think to myself, I probably would have had a better time seeing Long Shot. But, you know, like Issa Rae said,
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
And that's still true, which is why I wanted this movie to be better. I don't know if I would recommend you go to the theater to see this, but I think because of Dennis Quaid's performance alone, I still feel like you should see it, but I would say wait till Netflix. Before I do give my rating for this movie, I will say if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, check out the description box below. I give an explanation of my rating system so far. Granted, my channel is still pretty new, so my rating system might change, but as of right now, this is what it is. So I would give The Intruder, I didn't get to come, but with the caveat that even though I didn't, I still had some fun, but most of that was also because of the reactions from the audience. So have you seen The Intruder? Do you want to see The Intruder? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help out the channel, and check out the description box below and follow me on my social media pages of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And check out my other videos while you're at it. If you like what you see, please subscribe for more and tell your friends and tell your neighbors about my channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. I love you 3000.